Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. This is part one of our weekly check-in for the second week in the pay period that was May 31st. So let's jump into our expenses. The first thing that we have to do is this was a check actually that I wrote. The amount was $25 and it is for a church camp for the summer. It's coming from kids and it needs paid back to the bank. This was a debit card purchase, $20.70. That was it was just some home items at the dollar store. My husband picked up $41.72. Ooh. I've kind of gone back and forth, but I paid for another 3 months of Mint Mobile for the extra phone that we have here to have as a phone in our house in case of emergencies, for my son to call if he ever stays home for a short amount of time by himself, since he's old enough for a few minutes at a time. So that's a credit card purchase. $21.39 is Google storage. A year of that came due, and that comes right out of the Google storage envelope. I have it saved up for that, so that will get paid back to the bank. That was a credit card purchase. $12.04 was at Dollar Tree. I found essentially it was items for traveling, some new things that were non-messy that I could get 3 of that were similar activities for in the car for our first trip of the summer, the 3 hours to the lake house. That was a credit card purchase and will come from the category of kids. Then we had a Walmart trip that was divided into a few different categories. So the portion that was for kids was $26.64. I bought my daughter a pair of shoes, just like sparkly flats, because she had some like hand-me-down ones and she has absolutely worn through them because she wears sparkly flats every single day to school and daycare. So I bought her a replacement pair as a prize because she was the only one cleaning up the other day. I bought my son, he really likes the I Survived series, and they had the 4 that he likes in a big chapter book all together. I bought a little bag of elastic hair ties to put in my vehicle to have like when we travel. I got my, and then I got them a container of gum. So that was all the kids stuff. So that was shoes, book, hair ties, and gum. That needs paid back to the bank. Hopefully I don't have all that. I don't think I have that much in there. We'll see what happens. Let's jump on in here. All right, so then the second part category here is $12.14, and that's from home. That's deodorant and some hair ties for myself. That's coming from home. It does need paid back to the bank. I bought my husband some air fresheners for his vehicle, $3.08. It's not a new vehicle, but vehicles. And oh gosh, I think it's $10.70. Credit card, $10.70. My Billy subscription that I keep forgetting about. It's a whole thing. I don't keep forgetting about it. I just keep forgetting the date to go in and check and delay it because I really don't need it. So I did go in today and cancel it, but it did bill me. So that's going to come from my allowance. So we got a good little bit of spending there that we're going to come in and look at today and see what we can do. So let's start at the bottom. Let's start with my allowance. 10 and 11 for the Billy subscription. go into our annual one because that should have the storage. 10, 20, 21, 22. Actually, 23 in there, so that dollar will probably get put in challenges. Google, that's paid. All right, let's jump into this big savings challenge binder. And vehicles, it's supposed to be 3, so I'm going to put 5 in and take 2 back. Okay, in home, let's do some math here. We have 21 plus 42 plus 12. I don't need to round all of them up. That's 75. 20, 40, 60, 70, 5. Okay, 20, 30, 40, 50 left in home. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough in the kids' envelope. Home, home, home. All right, so our kids categories is 25 for camp, 12 for that, and 27 for that. 64, 20, 40, 50, 55. So I need $9 more. So I actually had some money to go into challenges. I'm going to pull a 10 in from that and take a 1 back. So this should be the extra 9 that I need. Let's just see if we did that right. Yeah, lately been spending more, especially on kids and kids stuff. I probably need to rein that in a little bit. Okay, so 25 plus, I rounded that up to 21, rounded that up to 42, 22, 12, 27, 12, 3, 11. So it should be 175 that we have here in cash. Let's see if we actually do. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that worked out. That is the first half of our check-in, and I'll be here with the second half in just a second. Here is the second half of our check-in, and I am entirely out of space on the other page, so we're just going to go ahead and kind of informally do it here. The first amount that I have is $32.42. Let me zoom in a little bit. Which is a small fan and some bleach. That is coming from the home category and does need paid back to the bank. $18.18 was a pair of shoes, on sale pair of shoes from my husband, coming from clothes and needs paid back to the bank. And then $162.39 is boots. We started a sinking fund for his boots. That's going to come from boots, and I'm pretty sure I only have 160 in there, so the remainder will come from clothes. Okay, so we don't have a lot of transactions here this week. Let's jump in and let's first go to, so boots is in our kind of annual or one time or not as often, I guess, stuff here. Sinking fund. So 20, 40, 60, 81. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60. So that is 160. I was right about what we had in there. Excuse me. Plus, so plus 2. So I need 18 I need 19 plus 2. Okay, so 21. So that means that I'm putting in 25 and taking 4 back. 19 plus 2 is 21. Right, I don't need to round up both of those. So just rounding up 1. That covers those 2. And then home is at 33, 20, 30, 40, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making change. 5 ones, 4, 5. Out of the kids envelope, and $1 more goes back into home. So in home I have 10, 15, 16, 17. And that completes that. So rounded that up to 33 plus 19 plus 162. So I did not round both of those, so I should have 214 in here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So that is my 214. That is the end of our check-in. And that's the end of our check-in. That's going to go in our back to the bank envelope and go back to the bank. I have something. Well, okay, so I have just a little bit of rollover, and I'm not even going to put it into, I'm not going to make a whole video based on this because there's just not enough content here for 2 videos. But I have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, and $23 left in rollover from car wash. And that is exactly what I need to finish the Alphabet Savings Challenge. So I'm going to do that right now without making an entire video all on its own for it, because that just seems like too much. So 12. This again is from Budgeting with Jenny, the Alphabet Savings Challenge. It seemed entirely insurmountable when I started, but guys, it's done. All right, so 2010. Bring in my 5s and my 1s. So let's counter. Are we ready? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 350, 351. Completed that savings challenge today. That's actually not going to go into an envelope. It's going to go in my into the bank envelope here, which I'm going to separate it just so that I know that that is there, and that's going to go online into my tattoo sinking fund. So that's exciting. Lots of things going back to the bank. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.